Hello everybody, well this is Friday the 11th of October. We had the 10-10 portal yesterday, though in fact it was 10-10-10 because it was the 10th of the 10th, which is 2. 20, 24, 2 and 2 is 4 and 4 is 8, 9, 10. I've had a busy week. We had a massive solar flare yesterday, as it happens, on the 10-10-10 portal. It hit about 9:30 in the UK. Anyway, and so many of us yesterday were feeling shattered. In actual fact, I went to bed last night about 10:30, had a bath, and I didn't wake up till 8:47 this morning. I keep seeing a lot of 2s and combinations of 2s. Like 22-22 was exactly when I went upstairs last night. Or there's 20-20 or 2-2-2, or sometimes there's numbers like 10-10 or 11-11. That's happening more and more. Merlin's grouching. He's had his lunch, but he's getting a bit restless. Come here, Merlin. Come and sit with Mama. He's a beautiful boy. Anyway, I thought I would come on today for a quick chat. This is my second vlog as part of Vlogtober. I felt tired all day. Time has not really been on my side. It's almost like there's been some time slippages as well. Dan was at his mum's last night and he rang me to say that the Aurora Borealis was outside. I was in bed by this time. It was past 11 p.m. It was cold. I had my hot water bottle and I just wanted to sleep. Anyway, I got out of bed and I looked out of the window of my office. And I could see a little bit of something, but not much. I tried to take a photo, but alas, nothing. I just don't think our house is in a very good position for seeing it in the sky, at least from inside the house. Yesterday I went down to Aldi for 1 or 2 bits. I was in search of some spooky lights for Halloween for my pitch at the Petticoat Lane Emporium, and I found these beauties. These are pumpkin lights. These were £2.99 and they include batteries. I don't know how long the batteries will last, but we always have plenty of batteries in this house. I have some other lights on the pitch on the back wall with a nice floral banner as well across the back. But I thought these would be rather good. And I have the idea of pegging either cards or earrings to the lights as well to increase my display space. We're going to be having a little move around tomorrow and a little restock. We have to try and make room for some more goodies. I have a shoe rack here that I don't particularly like. I might take that down. Might be good for display. That's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon, sorting through things to take down. I've got some bits, but they all need pricing up. So that's a job for when I've finished on this vlog. I have some skeleton lights at home. They're up all year round and they're across the top of my mantelpiece. Wait, I'll show you. There we go. I'm making candles still at the moment. I've decided to put the skull candles I showed you the other day on my pitch at the Petticoat Lane Emporium. I'm not guided at the moment to make any more. I may in a few days or so, but at the moment I want to crack on with some Christmas stuff. I seem to be quite time poor at the moment. I have a huge amount of content to work through, particularly for my other channel. and paperwork and basically just day-to-day life. I all seem to be extremely busy. I had a piano practice this morning. On Wednesday evening we recorded the first part of my gong piece. But I wasn't entirely happy with it. We count it as a bit of a dry run, a bit of a practice. We're going to give it another go tonight. In the meantime, I have managed to do a rough notation of the next part of the first movement. I will hopefully find time to write that up sometime this weekend. The whole thing needs tweaking. It's a work in progress. I made these candles the other day. These are beeswax. I've added a little bit of coconut oil just because it helps give a better burn. Sometimes if you just have beeswax and nothing else, they don't burn very well. Not always, but sometimes. And you don't want the wick to expire, and you want a nice continual burn. So I add just a little bit of raw organic coconut oil. You can't smell the coconut, you can smell the cruelty-free orange oil, and it's got lavender flowers inside. My friend Yvonne is going to sell these, so these are going up to Scotland. I'll definitely be making some more of those though. They usually do quite well on my little space in Faversham. I need to think about Christmas stuff for them as well. I do have some things already made, but I need to see if I can make some more stuff. I've got things cut out, ready to make food wraps. I've just not got round to it yet. So that's the weekend really, more or less. We're going also at the weekend to get the new sofa for the spare room upstairs. So we'll be busy with that. That takes most of a day out of our schedule, but the room will look much better for it. I got these yesterday when I was down in Aldi. I've got a cup of tea while I'm chatting to you, so I thought I might as well have a cake bar as well. These are Jaffaween. I do like a Jaffa cake. I like the normal Jaffa cakes. These are in bars, so they're handy for work. I think Dan will be taking these to work, mostly. He went to one of the branches of Wenzel's today, I think in Hertfordshire, to get me some stuff. What? They're just like normal Jaffa cakes, except that the sponge is lighter and it's softer. The orange filling them is very similar. Oh, I do like these. I've had a good week for eBay sales. It's quite ironic actually that after 23 plus years of selling on eBay, I go from being successful to being not quite successful latterly, to now 6 or so weeks before I'm giving up to be doing really well. Quite ironic really. A few days ago I sold 3 things worth 17 quid. By the time I'd paid my fees, all I had left was £3.26. And that £3.26 didn't take account of 2 out of 3 of the postage is. So in effect, I've made about 9p, and therefore I've lost money because the 9p doesn't cover the cost of what I was selling. However, with the items that I've just sold, I have made some money, and I sold something yesterday as well, a couple of Harris Tweed remnants, and I made some money out of those as well. The money I received yesterday more than covered what I paid out 2 or 3 years ago for the pieces of fabric. We're having a good downsize down here and getting rid of quite a lot of stuff, and I've got some more goodies to look through. If I've got the energy, and if Dan's got the energy, tonight after we've re-recorded the gong piece. We tried to record it in separate parts, but it doesn't work very well because there's no flow. I need to feel the rhythm. I work on rhythm. I work on patterns. I think that's why I like minimalist music as well, because there's a definite rhythm or pattern. Often the patterns repeat, and then after so many bars, 1 or 2 subtle changes occur in the notes, just to catch one unawares. That's what I like about minimalist music. It allows more free expression as well. Music score is there as a guidance. You don't have to actually play it to the exact note or time. You can put your own slant on it. It's really there as a blueprint. And part of the skill of being a musician is being able to interpret the music in whichever way is best for you and brings out the meaning of the piece. Every piece has a certain mood. It evokes certain feelings. There's certain nuances. To me, music tells a story. When on the surface, it doesn't necessarily appear as if there is any story to tell. If you really delve deeply into the score, you will find the story, and you will be able to convey it to your audience in the best possible way you can, so that they understand the piece better and get more out of it. Of course, I like writing and playing meditation music as well. That's more the sort of thing I compose. But I think whatever we are guided to do is right at any particular time, and that too is not set in stone. I'm going to leave it now because the 3 fur babies are getting a little bit restless. I think they're probably looking for a few tidbits or maybe an early supper, so I best sort them out. So I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.